So Neurocloud Global was just launched. I wanted to say yesterday, but it's not exactly yesterday. And here you are looking for a reroll guide. Well, you're not getting any. What's going on YouTube? My name is CymenSniped and welcome to the channel. Neurocloud was just released like a day or two ago, and it's only natural that players, including you and myself, are actually looking for a reroll guide or a tier list to refer to, because in the end of the day, it's a gacha game. There's always going to be units that people say are the best, and some are trash. Now, I want you to know that this time it's a little bit different. To be very honest, I think you don't need to reroll. Now. Wait, now before you skip the video or before you end it right here just because I say you don't need a reroll guide, maybe you can just spare me 1 to 2 minutes so that I can share with you and tell you why, basically what I mean when I say you don't need to reroll. Pretty sure you won't regret it. Now, why you do not actually need to reroll is very much tied to the nature of the game. So Neurocloud is already in the market for more than a year in the CN service. We actually have enough history available online to show us what exactly is the game like and its core mechanics. Now, I won't dabble into the mechanics in detail, but here's why I say you do not need to reroll. Now, the very first thing I would like to share with you is that I found out that the power creeping in the game is very, very minimal. I know in the end of the day, you can definitely argue that certain units will kind of just put other older units on the back feet and somehow just kick them out of the entire meta. But hear me out. Unless you're chasing after a waifu or a specific type of unit that you think you want to play, like a single target DPS, a healer, a support, or a tank, or something along those lines, there really isn't a reason to reroll. Now, why is that? It's because most of the units are all unique, and the rarity, although creates a clear difference in stats, but overall skill effects are as significant as the other. What exactly are they? I will mention in another video when I start talking about units. Now, the second reason lies within the game's core mechanics. So if you actually tried the game or maybe look into it by, gameplay videos of other content creators, you will realize for the majority of the entire content of the game, you are trying to get lucky and pick the best possible buffs as you progress through a stage. You pick your buffs right, and even your healers can carry your game. So if you're starting off with a whole bunch of healers, do be mindful that you're absolutely fine. Just pick the buffs along the way, and I promise you'll have a great time. The third reason why I think that you do not really need to reroll in this game is because of the game's design. Now, the game's design is a little bit different compared to the mechanics. Now, hold your horses right there. Now, the game is designed to not include rerolling as part of its intentions. You can clearly tell because the only and the easiest way to do your rerolling is by using the sorted email method. You're going to spend an average about 15 minutes or so to arrive at your first 30 pulls. Yes, using emulators, you can actually have multiple instances, but I am more concerned for those who do not have a strong enough rig to do that, or those who play only strictly on their phones. Since the reason I just mentioned earlier in the video exists, personally I think it isn't worth your time re-rolling trying to get the top tier units at the very beginning, just because it's way too troublesome to do so. And not to mention sorted email method, although we all use it, it's not something that they openly say is legal. There are instances where other game developers actually do not allow that. Now, the fourth reason is that the tier list, guys, the tier list is only a reference. The tier list tells you at the very beginning of the game which units are available that you can get, has a certain skill set that actually shines in a certain perspective, right? And although I have never been a very big advocate of tier list, not because I'm denying the efforts of the creators or the community, but rather because it's not designed in a way that makes it crystal clear on how it should be used. Depending on where you are in the game, be it just starting off or maybe late game, the tier list should be viewed very differently. However, most of the time, that's not the case, unfortunately. So if you ask me, I'd say it's cool to know who is rated the highest if, let's say, you got a unit that actually falls in the high tier, and celebrate if it's within the initial starting roster, and carry on even if it's not. Now, if you really want to know how to reroll, you can use the sorted email method like I mentioned before. Now, some games, like I said, actually do not recommend such a method and actively bans them from doing so, so use it at your own risk. You technically first create an account using the in-game's particular special You technically first create an account using a legitimate Gmail, and if it's not an account you want to keep after doing your initial pulls, you can log out, create another account using the same email, but you add a prefix of +1 at the end of it, which I will show you on the screen right now. It looks something like this, and then create another account. The verification email will be sent to your original account without the +1, so you just go on there, get it verified, and carry on. Rinse and repeat until you get the account you want. Now, I understand that not everyone actually has the time or would like to invest the time into getting to know what units works best with who. In fact, we all just want to know how good a certain unit is within the game. So if you'd like for me to create a video about them, do hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and also leave it in the comment section below, because I'd be happy to schedule them for production if, let's say, you would like to watch that. Until the next video or stream, I guess that's all I would like to share today. I'll see you guys again soon. Bye-bye.